Okay. And next, item B, we have the presentation by Peninsula Clean Energy. I want to introduce Kirsten Andrews Schwind, the Communications and Outreach Manager of Peninsula Clean Energy.
Great. Council members, staff, thank you so much for inviting me today. And also I want to thank the City of Brisbane for opting up to Eco 100. And I'm pleased to observe this wonderful council room, which is lit, and all the electricity here is 100% renewable energy. So thank you for that decision. I'm going to go through a little bit of background, and I believe this is being filmed and maybe shown on your cable station. So I'm going to cover some background that you're already familiar with. So Peninsula Clean Energy is the official electricity provider for San Mateo County with cleaner energy and greener power at lower rates. So what that means is that residents of San Mateo County now have a choice of buying their electricity from PG&E or from Peninsula Clean Energy. And the benefits are reductions in greenhouse gas emissions, cleaner choices at comparable rates, investing in our community, and local control and reliable service. So how this works is that Peninsula Clean Energy buys electricity on your behalf, that's the electrical generation part, and then PG&E still does the transmission, so they maintain all the wires, and then PG&E still does the metering and the billing. So it's a partnership there. What our offerings are Eco Plus, Eco 100, or you can opt out to stay with PG&E. And I'll go through what some of these options are for you. Eco Plus offers 50% renewable energy for 5% less on your bill than what you would pay for PG&E on electrical generation. So you see our new rates here effective March 15th, in which the board, which includes Mayor Liu, went ahead and approved a rate reduction to ensure that our customers continue to enjoy that 5% savings. And now PG&E is currently offering 30% renewable energy, which is meeting their renewable portfolio standards. But here in San Mateo County, we decided we can offer more than that. And then there's also the option for Eco 100, which is 100% renewable energy. And that cost is just 1 cent per kilowatt hour more than the Eco Plus. It comes out to about 5% more than PG&E after fees. So for the average residential household, it's between $2 to $5. It's really not a big difference. But it is a big difference for the environment. There are some differences on your bill. And PG&E bills, as we know, can be a little bit complex. So I encourage anybody who's interested in really digging into the changes in your bill to go to our website. And under rates, there's a sample bill where you can walk through all the changes. You'll see a charge on the first page of the bill, but then on the second part of the bill, there's a credit, and the credit is actually larger than the charge. So you need to look at both of those to determine your savings. That can be a little bit confusing for people, so that's good for you to know. Let's see.
I guess we didn't pay the electric bill.
There we go. Okay, great. So we actually are already serving 80,000 customers. We launched in October 2016. And that was a phase 1 launch. We enrolled 20% of our residential customers. Those were chosen randomly by postal code, so certain sets of neighbors all throughout the county. And we also enrolled our small businesses. Now in April, we're enrolling most of the rest of the residential customers as well as large businesses. And so that is an exciting development for Earth Day, some way that we can really make a big difference. So when I say enroll, what I mean is that everyone will be automatically enrolled in the Eco Plus program to enjoy more renewable energy at lower rates. And we do this because this program is actually set up that way through state law. However, it is very easy to opt out and remain with PG&E if you wish to do so. You can call our call center or go to our website. And all customers will receive at least 4 notices in the mail from us, letting them know what their new options are. And here's an example of the what those notices look like, what some of the artwork on the envelopes look like. We know people tend to just sort of recycle their mail, so we try to make the notices look a little bit different. Each one, there'll be a postcard, there'll be a fancy envelope. Each one will look a little bit different to try to catch people's attention. Many things stay the same, and this is an important message, that if you have customers or residents who are on the CARE program, which is a low-income discount, or medical baseline for folks who may have a medical appliance in their house, these are PG&E discounts that automatically continue if you're a PCE customer. They're actually on the electrical transmission side of the bill. So becoming a PCE customer does not affect your CARE discount at all. And actually, I just learned that medical baseline customers receive an even larger discount because they don't have to pay a certain fee. And so they're actually receiving a 35% discount if they go with PCE, which is amazing. PG&E, as I mentioned, continues to maintain the power lines. So if there's an outage, we call PG&E. And one of the great things about this program is it can reflect the local values of San Mateo County. It is a joint powers authority of the county and all the cities. So thank you, Mayor Lou, for serving on our board. And this is a list of all the board members, one city council person from each city, as well as 2 county supervisors. Now, for folks who have solar on their roofs, we also offer a benefit. We pay 1 cent per kilowatt hour more for electricity you sell back to the grid. We also true up your credits every month, so you can follow those a little more closely. All the credits roll over. You never lose any of them. And if your credits are more than $100 in April, we'll cut you a check. And we want to make sure also that, I'll go back one slide, we want to make sure also that our net metering customers don't lose out on any credits they may have coming from PG&E. So we actually enroll our net metering customers just after their PG&E true-up date.
If I could just interrupt here. So can you explain what the difference is in the true-up period between PG&E and PCE? About, my understanding is PG&E does it only once a year, but
That's
PCE
correct.
is beneficial because you get that check once a month potentially if you're generating more energy.
You actually learn what your credit is once a month.
Okay.
You get a check once a year.
I see.
Yeah, usually the amounts and the credits, most people size their solar systems to be just about what they are, just about the amount of energy that they're using. So if there's a credit at any given time, it's probably not going to be a very large amount. We just roll those credits over, and if there is a credit that's more than $100 in April, then we'll cut you a check.
Okay.
So PG&E also cuts a check once a year. We cut a check once a year. The thing is that we do differently is we pay a little bit more for the electricity you sell back to the grid, and then also we'll tell you what those credits are monthly in a true-up, which PG&E does not do. So you can actually track your solar output a little bit better.
Great.
I also want to encourage everyone to still do energy efficiency. My husband and I, we live in Pacifica. We opted up to 100% renewable energy, but we still need to do the energy efficiency because that is the greenest way to go and also the best way to save money. So the county offers some great programs, and PG&E offers some great programs. And I want to make sure that people know that all PCE customers are still eligible for all PG&E energy efficiency programs, rebates, and other programs because you're still a PG&E customer as well. So to recap, Peninsula Clean Energy offers cleaner energy for cheaper rates, 2 products, Eco Plus, which is 50% renewable, or Eco 100, which is 100% renewable. Peninsula Clean Energy buys electricity. You still get 1 PG&E bill, so you don't have to worry about multiple bills. Most San Mateo County customers will be enrolled in April for Earth Day, unless you're a net metering customer, and you may be enrolled a little bit later after your true-up date. And if you take no action, you will be enrolled in Eco Plus to enjoy the 50% renewable energy and a little bit of savings.
Thank you.
Here is my contact information. I'm happy to take any questions.
Yeah, I was smiling when you were going through your flyer there. I was at a different function last night, and Brisbane citizen happened to ask me, says, hey, can I ask you something? I go, yeah. He goes, you know anything about this? And I go, oh, yeah, Peninsula Clean Energy. I go, you're going to automatically be enrolled. I explained it to him, what it was, and you know, kind of how it worked and everything like that. And then he goes, oh, so this is legit then, huh? And I go, yeah. So I thought maybe he might have been getting scammed.
Right.
So it was kind of interesting that, you know, a lot of people don't know. So it's good that you actually showed up to kind of give an explanation tonight to viewers that are watching that may think the same thing, that is this real?
Right.
You know, is this for real? Because, you know, there are a lot of things out there where people, you know, are making false claims and stuff. So,
Right.
you know. But my business is already on it. But the question I had is, I actually haven't bought electricity or gas from PG&E for years. So will that actually switch over to Peninsula Clean Energy? Because I'd rather that it does. But
Who are you buying it from?
huh?
Who, if you're not buying it from PG&E, who are you buying it from?
Another company.
A direct access. Are you still getting a PG&E bill?
Yes.
Okay.
I think PG&E is sticking it to me, on a transfer delivery charges because,
Yeah.
and they're blaming, of course, the PUC allowing it, but man, they're like way up there. And I don't know if it's legal or not. It's like.
The CPUC did approve a 20% rate increase for PG&E last year between the transmission and gas. So people are feeling that this winter.
Yeah, we'll probably find them in court again in a class action lawsuit, to be honest. If there's any rep from PG&E here, I hope you're listening because I think your fees are exorbitant on the delivery charges. I think they're way out of line.
Well, I think that would be something to take up with the CPUC.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do want to.
But if you could, kind of get back about, you are purchasing it through another company and still being delivered by PG&E, of course. Are you automatically enrolled in Peninsula Clean Energy?
Sure, I'd be happy to take your information and have one of our customer care folks get back
or
to
you can
about
send
that.
it to Lori. She'll forward it to me since
Okay.
she's on the board.
Good, yeah. I'm really glad you brought up, the fact that we're going to the cities to help get the word out. And I've been working with a lot of city communications teams to try to get the word out through official channels so people realize it's not a scam. This is an official program for the benefit of the residents. And I do want to thank the city staff also for some of the communications that they've done here. They've told me that they put articles in the March Star newsletter at the bottom of this month's water bill, on the city website with a notice of this informational session, on the city social media pages. It'll be coming up on the city signboards. And Lori, did you mention?
And I wrote an article, my Mayor's Corner article in the Luminary. I wrote about Peninsula Clean Energy.
Thank you so much. So I think Brisbane is really doing quite well in terms of your outreach and your communication to your residents and your businesses, and thank you for that.
Sure. And I also, just today, I put you in touch by email with Mitch Bull, who's in the back of the room. He's head of our Chamber of Commerce, so
Great.
He can help introduce you to the businesses in town to help encourage them to opt up to Echo 100 and just explain more about the program.
Thank you so
And
much.
I personally went onto the website and opted up. I encourage each of you to do the same. It's very easy. You just have to get your account number from your bill from PG&E and just enter that information, and then you feel like you're purchasing 100% renewable energy. So.
Well, thank you so much for making a difference.
Sure.
It does make a difference.
Any questions?
I do have one quick question, and thank you for the presentation. That was great. Sometimes when there's change, makes people feel uncomfortable, even if it's in their best interest.
Right.
So, how many people have opted out? And
Right.
I like PG&E for whatever reason.
Right.
I'm sticking with it because
Sure.
I'm not so sure about those greenies. They're, I don't know if I can trust them. What's been the percentage of people? It's
actually very low. So we have opt-out numbers from our Phase 1 enrollment, which again was 20% of residences and all small businesses, and municipal counts, I should say also. And the opt-out rate is 1.77 around the county, so it's less than 2%.
Nice.
It's very low.
Good job.
And the primary reason that people do opt out, and again, this is less than 2%, is that they were concerned that they were automatically enrolled, which to me means maybe they didn't have complete information about the benefits of the program. So we're doing a lot to try to get the word out. We're running a major ad campaign. We're obviously working with all the city communications infrastructure. We're doing work with the press, doing work through nonprofits, and just anything we can think of, outreach to get the word out about this, to help people understand what the benefits are.
Yeah.
And I know that also, some care customers, low-income folks who are enjoying those discounts, are concerned that those discounts may go away. So it's very important for us to get the message out that this doesn't affect their discounts. In fact, they'll enjoy the 5% savings on top of their discounts.
All right. Great job.
Thank you.
Terry?
No real questions. I think that the program is very good, and even for the 2% who opt, or less than 2% that opt out, it helps to keep PG&E honest and trying to work to keep their costs down and do more to deliver renewables. And so it's can be a win-win situation for everyone. Appreciate the work.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate your support here.
Madison, did you have anything to add or questions? Great. Well, thank you so much, Kirsten, for coming in and for joining PCE. I know you were one of the citizen advocates, and then you were able to move on to the staff position, and we're lucky to have you as the communications manager. So thank you for all that you do, and
thank you.
I'm looking forward to bringing it to all of our customers by April.
Great. Again, thank you again for opting up to Eco 100 here at the city.
Thank you. Great. Okay, so moving